So, last we had finished connecting the upper body controls. Now I'm going to go through and just add a whole bunch of attributes. So I'm going to make each one displayable at first for each finger. So L index, and then these won't have minimum or maximum attributes. So L index 1, and I'm writing this in Camelback, L index 2. For those of you that are not familiar with Camelback, it's lowercase and then capital to start the next word, and you'll see over here how it spaces it. Index 3. So these are the joints that I go. So basically the first knuckle, second knuckle, third knuckle, and then I do L index spread, and that will be able to spread the fingers like on the y-axis, which will spread them apart basically. And then I'll do L middle, displayable, 0, 0, add, and L middle 1. You can copy this and paste it. And then just change the last extension on it. And I'm just running through and going through all of the finger attributes. And the last one, L pinky. Let's make this one displayable. Zero and 0. Okay, so that takes care of all of the actual phalanges here. The thumb is not technically a finger for whatever reason, or phalange, but we've got a couple different attributes here. So we're going to bend it here and here, and so I run through this 1, 2, 3, but I do rotate the thumb here at all 3 directions because it pretty much can rotate around. And I believe this far knuckle back here this is not considered a finger. I'm assuming here. I'm not a doctor, but because of the rotation attributes, if you ever try to wiggle your thumb around, can't really get the same. And it's far inset back in the hand. So for whatever reason, medically, the thumb is not actually a finger. But let's go ahead and just get on to it with it. L pinky, L thumb. And on the displayable, I make the minimum maximum 0 because they don't actually do anything. So, and I don't want those numbers to change. And then it just looks a little bit confusing. The 0 kind of breaks it apart while you're animating. It certainly helps visually when going through setting keyframes and animating things. So 1, 2, and 3. And then I do L thumb spread and curl. And that's it. So those are the attributes I add. As far as the actual finger controllers, I know I'm not going to use any of these controllers. I'm not going to translate it. I'm not going to rotate it. I'm not going to scale it because this is just for the controller. And I'm not going to want to turn it off because it doesn't render with this on there anyway. So I can go ahead and just lock and hide these. So now when you look at your controller, it's just L index 1 or L index, index middle, ring, pinky, thumb. So index, middle, ring, pinky, thumb. Okay. So that's just setting up the controllers. Now let's actually go through and connect it. Now let's go into our connection editor. And this is really easy. It just takes a little bit of time. L index 1, reload right, and just double check to make sure it's rotate Z. So under rotate over here, rotate Z. L index 2, reload right, rotate, rotate Z. L index 3, reload right, rotate Z. Go to the middle. Oh, and spread is under the first knuckle, rotate Y. Let's go through the next one. Oh. And make sure that you reload. See, that was on the wrong knuckle. So here, L index spread, reload right, rotate, and make sure that's on Y. Now, reload right, L middle 1, rotate Z. Knuckle 2, reload right, rotate Z. Reload right, rotate Z. And grab the first knuckle again, reload right. Just double check, grabbed it, okay. Rotate Y. So this is the same process we go for with all of them. And it's always good to just double check. Reload right, rotate Z. Reload right, rotate Z. Uh-oh. This is going to be, yep. Okay. So I'm just going to run through and make sure. I just got slightly confused for a second. So that works right. This one's working right. This one's working right. Okay, beautiful. So if I wanted it to curl, either way, I can just middle mouse button click and get that nice curl going on. I like it a lot. Creating the finger controls, it's really easy to animate and really easy to select. You just select this instead of some of those other rigs. You gotta really like manipulate your camera around the fingers, and it gets pretty difficult at times. So this is a really great way to do that. Reload right and rotate Y on the spread. So the spread will spread the fingers apart from one another. Okay, so pinky 1, reload right, rotate, Z, reload right, rotate Z, reload right, rotate Z, and reload right, rotate Y. Okay, so all I have left is the thumb. So I'm going to do this as reload right for L thumb 1, rotate, And let's see what axis this is. This is rotate Y. That's going to be rotate Y, reload right. This will be Y, rotate. Rotate Y, reload right, rotate Y. Okay, now spread, I would guess would be, or to check it, maybe like this because it spreads this way. So that'll be rotate, reload right, rotate Z, and the curl will be rotate X. So let's just check the thumb real quick. Okay, so these three should just curl in, which they do. They should sort of spread, and then this curls it. So, okay, that's that. All right. Alrighty then. So that's that for the finger controls. So we've got all of the finger controls now created. You would just have to go ahead and do it all to the other side. But that's all there is to it. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 4, or spread and curl for the thumb. Just one last time before we end this. Double check to make sure they all work. So if you want to do a quick closed fist or something, you can grab all these, just sort of curl them in. So these all work fine, as you can see. Okay. And the way I easily select these is I just hold on a Macintosh, would be holding Command and just run through to get all of these to animate at the same time. So you get something like that. Okay. And let's just go ahead and check the spread on all these. That works. And as you can tell, you can literally create any type of controller you want this way. These are just some basics here, but that's how you go about it and connecting them. So that's how you set up the finger controls. Thanks for watching.